Sun FM TV would like to welcome the following towns to Top Star Channel 91. Ndola, Kitwe, Luanshya, Mufulira, Kalulushi, Chingola, Chililabombwe, Kapiriamposhi, Kabwe, Lusaka, Kafue, Choma, Mazabuka, Livingston, Chipata, Chinsali, Kasama, Mansa, Solwezi, and Mongu. Feel free to interact with us and let us know where you are watching from. Only on your Top Star Decoders Channel 91, Sun FM TV. Radio Gone Rogue. Radio Gone TV.
A new dawn is upon us, with great opportunities and a new hope for our future. Have you considered advertising your business on Sun FM TV with our surprisingly affordable rates? When you advertise on Sun FM TV, you'll also get free equivalent radio advertising spots or shoutouts on Sun FM Radio. For more details, call us on +260 961 205 967 or +260 212 615 341. Email marketing@sunfmzambia.net. It's a new dawn of new affordable advertising packages on Zambia's first and finest visual radio, reaching over 5 million people across the whole country. If you're not advertising on Sun FM TV, then you're probably not being heard or seen. Come on board and advertise with us. Everyone's not only listening, everyone is watching.
Win namamuli 1 million na ABSA. Play your cards right, Muntu Andi, and you could win big. Simply tap or swipe any of your ABSA cards 5 times in a month, and you could be one of 10 lucky winners to take home a cheap 10-pin in monthly prizes or walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 kwacha. Chaliroku, and you cannot afford to not get lucky. Use your ABSA card to enter the draw. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
For in-depth news coverage from across Zambia, local and national news, business, politics, and sports, this is the Sun FM News, brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
The news.
Hello with the news. My name is Imelda Chikwati. President Hakainde Hichilema held a high-level meeting with an Egyptian business delegation aimed at strengthening bilateral relations and expanding economic cooperation between Zambia and Egypt. The Zambia National Building Society has declared and paid a dividend of 15 million kwacha to the government of the Republic of Zambia for the 2024-2025 financial year. The Center for Environment Justice has called on the Zambian government to urgently release the official pollution report on Sinometal Leach Zambia Limited following mounting public anxiety and international concern over environmental contamination on the Copper Belt. Chipolopolo boys have lost their opening game at the ongoing Africa Nation Championship Chan tournament.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
President Hakainde Hichilema held a high-level meeting with an Egyptian business delegation aimed at strengthening bilateral relations and expanding economic cooperation between Zambia and Egypt. The delegation was led by Her Excellency Mayada Essam Abdel Rahman, Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt to Zambia, and Engineer Ahmed El Assa, Chairman and CEO of Arab Contractors, one of the region's leading construction and infrastructure firms. Discussions focused on unlocking new opportunities in key sectors such as energy, mining, tourism, and agriculture. Particular emphasis was placed on water harvesting technologies and sustainable waste management solutions, which both nations view as critical to long-term development.
One, economic engagements. Came the Egyptian participation through a private sector companies delegation during the forum, which signaled our strong commitment to deeper economic cooperation, where it became crystal clear that under your leadership, Zambia is pursuing an ambitious economic transformation, one that aligns seamlessly with the Egyptian own development priorities. Number two, pharmaceutical sector. We have worked with collaboration with our brothers in the Ministry of Health and with Zambia in order to implement the MOU signed in 2023 with a view to intensify the flow of Egyptian medicines and pharmaceuticals into the Zambian market.
President Hichilema reaffirmed Zambia's commitment to intra-African trade and collaboration, stating that Africa must do business with its sister countries. He said Zambia and Egypt share a historic partnership, adding that these bilateral relations must continue to build foundations that unlock new avenues of shared growth and prosperity.
One, we have a long-standing relationship, a bilateral relationship. The Arab Republic of Egypt and Zambia since 1965. That's a long, long time ago. And so over the years, through successive leaders of the Arab Republic of Egypt, leaders from Zambia, our people, two peoples, have worked that you've given in the summary that the Minister of Infrastructure has given and the MOUs that we entered into. And the two of us emphasized to our officials that the officials need to carry the vision of the leaders, especially around driving economic growth. And I'm very delighted that Your Excellency and the Minister, both of you, have touched on the importance of that. So we need to continue on that trajectory, importance of the economic development, economic partnership on the backdrop of our bilateral relationship. And Chair,
the meeting concluded with a renewed commitment to translate these discussions into tangible investments and joint ventures that will benefit both countries. This engagement marks a significant step in Zambia's broader strategy to attract strategic partnerships and drive inclusive economic growth across the continent. The Zambia National Building Society, ZNBS, has declared and paid a dividend of 15 million kwacha to the government of the Republic of Zambia for the 2024-2025 financial year. The announcement reflects the institution's strong financial performance and its commitment to delivering long-term shareholder value. Speaking during the official handover ceremony, ZNBS Board Chairman Geoffrey Samukonga reaffirmed the society's resilience and prudent management in the face of economic challenges. He thanked the government for reinvesting a significant portion of the profits into the acquisition of a new tier core banking system, which is expected to enhance operational efficiency and improve service delivery nationwide. Mr. Samukonga also highlighted the development and implementation of the Constituency Development Fund CDF management system, a digital platform designed to help local councils improve loan governance and recovery processes. He emphasized that ZNBS remains committed to transparency, innovation, and national development.
Innovative and in the long term create value. We will continue to uphold the principles of transparency, accountability, and excellency that define our corporate culture. In line with this, the Society recently launched its corporate strategic plan for 2025-2028, anchored on 5 strategic pillars. These are 1, digital transformation and operational efficiency, meaning enhancing the digital experience for our clients and employees through the acquisition of Tier 1 core banking system, upgrading our ICT infrastructure, and expanding our digital service suite.
Meanwhile, Minister of Finance and National Planning, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane, praised ZNBS for its consistent profitability over the past decade despite challenges in accessing affordable funding. He commended the society for its role in supporting urban housing through initiatives such as the Kwatu Housing Estate in Chilanga and the Garden Housing Estate in Mansa. Dr. Msokotwane acknowledged ZNBS's commitment to offering the lowest mortgage rates in the market and noted that its strategic direction aligns with the key national priorities, including the National Housing Policy, the 8th National Development Plan, and Sustainable Development Goal number 11, which promotes inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable cities. He pledged continued government support, particularly in helping ZNBS explore low-cost financing options to expand its reach and impact, citing that part of the society's profits will be invested in modernizing its ICT infrastructure and implementing the new core banking system to boost competitiveness and service efficiency. In closing, Dr. Msokotwane thanked the ZNBS board, management and staff for their dedication and urged them to maintain strong performance and strive for even greater dividends in the years ahead.
Gladly receive and accept the check of 15 million kwacha as dividends coming from the Zambia National Building Society. I do so on behalf of the people of Zambia, who are the owners of the institution, and once again pledge that every cent or every ngwe that is received is going to be put to good use by ourselves on behalf of the citizens. Zambia National Building Society has been doing very well. In the last 4 years, when I've been here as the Minister of Finance, year after year, we have received dividends in this very room.
Looking ahead, the Society has launched its 2025-2028 strategic plan, which focuses on digital transformation, client experience, sustainable financial performance, affordable housing development, and employee growth through cultural transformation. The plan is designed to position ZNBS as a leading financial institution in Zambia's evolving economic landscape. The Center for Environment Justice, CEJ, has called on the Zambian government to urgently release the official pollution report on Sinometal's Leach Zambia Limited following mounting public anxiety and international concern over environmental contamination on the Copper Belt. Speaking to Sun FM TV News, CEJ Executive Director Maggie Mapalo-Mwabe cited that the U.S. Embassy on August 6, 2025, stated a health alert which announced the withdrawal of diplomatic staff from Kitwe District and surrounding areas due to high levels of contamination. The alert warned of hazardous substances including arsenic, cyanide, and uranium, posing serious health risks through water, soil and airborne exposure. Ms. Mwabe emphasized that transparency is critical to help affected communities take informed precautions and protect their health. She revealed that approximately 500 victims in Kalusale and Luale received compensation ranging from 26,000 to 30,000 kwacha per person, totaling between 14 million and 16 million kwacha. However, CEJ considers this payout inadequate and questioned why other severely affected communities along the Kafua River, such as Mukumbo, Kankonde, Kapata, Chimfumpa, and Kamwesha, were excluded from the compensation scheme. She said the areas have suffered extensive crop damage and water contamination that demands full disclosure of all penalties, fines, and payments made by the polluter for environmental destruction, stating that it was not just an environmental crisis but a national disaster. She further urged the government to release the full pollution report to guide response strategies and ensure citizens are kept informed. CEJ is also calling for fair and inclusive compensation for all impacted communities, not just a selected few individuals. Ms. Mwabe appealed for bold and strategic action to protect Zambia's environment and uphold the rights of its people. She stressed that the government must hold Sino Metals fully accountable and enforce strict environmental laws to prevent future disasters, adding that the right to clean water, food, and a safe environment is non-negotiable, further explaining that this disaster must not be swept under the rug. President Hakainde Hichilema has extended heartfelt appreciation to the ongoing ambassador of the Czech Republic of Zambia, His Excellency Pavel Projaska, during a courtesy call marking the end of his diplomatic tenure. President Hichilema thanked Ambassador Projaska for his successful tour of duty and praised the enduring friendship between Zambia and the Czech Republic, a relationship built on mutual respect and shared aspirations. He noted that under Ambassador Projaska's leadership, the Czech Republic played a pivotal role in supporting Zambia's development agenda, particularly in food security, rural development, healthcare, education, and water and sanitation. The president highlighted emerging opportunities in trade and investment, technology and innovation, and cultural exchange, and recent engagements between the two nations that have included strategic dialogue on mineral beneficiation, cybersecurity, and industrial development, as well as the signing of memoranda of understanding in healthcare and agriculture. Ambassador Projaska, who also served as Czech envoy to Zimbabwe, Malawi, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, reaffirmed his country's commitment to Zambia's development and expressed gratitude for the support received during his tenure. And President Hichilema concluded by wishing Ambassador Projaska success in his future endeavors and thanked him for his enduring contribution to Zambia-Czech relations. Meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema has warmly received Dr. Msonda Momba, Secretary General of the Ramsar Convention on Wetlands, during a courtesy call at State House. Dr. Momba, a distinguished Zambian environmentalist, is the first African woman to lead the global treaty dedicated to the conservation and sustainable use of wetlands. President Hichilema extended heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Momba for her exceptional leadership and for representing Zambia with a distinction on the world stage. With over 25 years of experience in environmental management, Dr. Momba has held senior roles at the United Nations Development Programme and the UN Environment Programme, and was recently honored among the 100 most influential African women. Zambia ratified the Ramsar Convention in 1991 and is home to 8 designated Ramsar sites covering over 4 million hectares. These wetlands play a critical role in preserving biodiversity, regulating water cycles, and supporting rural livelihoods. However, they also face challenges from climate resilience, infrastructure development, and land use pressures. President Hichilema reaffirmed Zambia's unwavering commitment to the Ramsar Convention and to the sustainable management of its wetlands for present and future generations. Dr. Mumba expressed gratitude for the warm reception and pledged continued collaboration with Zambia to advance wetland conservation and climate resilience. Minister of Water Development and Sanitation Collins Nzovu says Nkana water and sanitation is safe for drinking. Says water is safe for drinking from the Nkana Water and Sanitation Company, and it meets World Health Organization standards. Earlier this year, a tailings dam collapsed at a Chinese corporation-owned copper mine Sino-Metals, causing pollution in the Kafue River. And Minister of Information and Media, Cornelius Mwetwa, has revealed that no death has been recorded yet since the Sino-Metals pollution began in February this year, further saying that government will continue to provide necessary support until the situation is fully resolved.
In February this year, a tailings dam at Sino-Metals copper mine, owned by a Chinese corporation, collapsed, causing pollution in the Kafue River. The contamination led to significant losses for local residents, including damaged crops, livestock, and unsafe water that could no longer be consumed. Today, government provided an update on the pollution during a press briefing. Minister of Water Development, Collins Nzovu, described the water as now safe for consumption.
Of this water. The most important parameters, as you may know, for water quality include cyanide, manganese, zinc, uranium. Few months have reviewed that all the tests, all the results are within the of our citizens. All the points and all the times. Remember, the Chief Government spokesperson has clearly stated that over 200 samples have been collected and analyzed.
And Minister of Information and Media, Cornelius Mwetwa, said no death has been recorded as a result of the pollution.
Routine surveillance is ongoing and no confirmed case or cases of acute heavy metal poisoning have been detected or reported.
Minister of Green Economy was also present at the briefing.
We gave adequate information to the country. We gave what we thought was necessary, and we are here again to give information.
A similar incident has also happened in Kanchibia.
Located in Kanchibia district, a river that has been polluted because of the mining activities that are happening in Mpika district, to be more specific from the Kanyelele gold mining, where we have miners that are mining and directly washing the gold as they are mining with a very harmful substance called mercury. They are washing their gold and they are doing this cleansing of their gold right in our river source, where our river is coming from, that area. That is where the water flows from. And
Justin Banda, SunFM TV News, Lusaka.
The Zambia NGO Wash Forum, a consortium of 41 NGOs championing WASH, has called on the government to prevent donor withdrawal from the WASH sector by ensuring the financial sustainability of commercial water utilities through water tariff reforms. Forum coordinator Bubala Mumba expressed serious concern over the sector's financing, noting that a study commissioned last year reviewed an alarming and difficult to understand financial situation, especially regarding commercial activities and funding flows intended to advance the sector, which are now struggling. Mrs. Mumba stressed that progress depends on collaborative efforts, particularly as funding from international partners on whom the sector heavily relies is at risk. She warned that withdrawal of partner support would leave the sector highly vulnerable. The forum coordinator advocated for joint strategizing, improved water quality oversight, and institutional alignment to ensure resilience and sustainable progress. Mrs. Momba also expressed optimism about collaboration with members of parliament on the proposed water bill, highlighting the readiness of the Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, Engineer Collins Nzovu, to engage in political dialogue, a promising step toward linking technical policy with legislative commitment. The forum coordinator said this during a joint meeting in Lusaka between the Parliamentary Caucus on WASH Executive and the Committee on Energy, Water Development and Tourism, which aimed to strengthen collaboration between PC WASH Select Committee members and the NGO WASH Forum. The event sought to develop a unified advocacy plan for the year, explore the newly proposed water supply and sanitation bill, and enhance team cohesion. Parliamentarians were informed that as of April 2025, Zambia's commercial water utilities debt stood at over 2 billion kwacha.
Financing, I think I beg the members of parliament, you really need to engage the executive. Our sustainable services are under threat. Last year we commissioned the study, the performance under the 8th NDP was terrible, and we couldn't understand why. And the commercial utilities are the heart. They are the vehicle on which, this is the vehicle that is supposed to get us to 2030, and it is struggling. And now it explains. And I can possibly guess that some of the numbers that we see, they are numbers that are done by NGOs. They can take credit for the work. And that is also under threat. If those partners pull out, the international partners who many of us rely on for support, if they go, the water sector will be on its knees.
And gracing the event, Water Development and Sanitation Permanent Secretary Engineer Romas Kamanga highlighted WASH as a fundamental pillar of sustainable development, public health, economic stability, and social well-being in Zambia. Engineer Kamanga described the meeting as a key opportunity for government and civil society to strengthen partnerships, align advocacy efforts, and work towards universal access to safe water and sanitation. He referenced a memorandum of understanding signed by the National Assembly underlining the need for community engagement and multi-partner collaboration to deliver effective services. Mr. Kamanga aided open discussions on the National WASH Agenda's progress and challenges, emphasizing the importance of a legal framework responsive to vulnerable and marginalized groups and called for resilience and adaptability to meet future demands. He also stressed that the meeting's outcomes should advance Zambia's national development goals and the sustainable development goals concerning water conservation.
Effective service delivery requires strong legislative support, community engagement, and multi-sector partnerships. Over the coming days, you will review progress on the national WASH initiatives, identify challenges and opportunities, and discuss the vital water supply and sanitation bill. This bill holds the tremendous potential to enhance government accountability and citizens' participation in WASH service delivery. Your insights and legislative contributions will be instrumental in ensuring that this crucial legal framework is responsive to the needs of all Zambians, including vulnerable and marginalized groups.
Earlier, Parliamentary Caucus on Water, Sanitation and Hygiene Chairperson Mutinta Twambo, MP, highlighted the role of advocates in defending people's rights and underscored the importance of collective commitment to accountability and fostering public trust in WASH services. He stressed social inclusion, particularly women's participation and marginalized communities' involvement in shaping WASH programs via gender-sensitive approaches. Mr. Twambo expressed gratitude to the Water Voices United project for their collaboration, affirming that shared commitment and a long-term investment can achieve tangible improvements in the lives of the people.
As we look at the bill that will be conversating, can we apply the gender lens? And I think these are some of the issues that we don't normally pay attention to. Furthermore, as legislators, we have the authority to mobilize resources and prioritize funding allocations for WASH initiatives that advance sustainable development and climate resilience. I encourage all members here to consider innovative ways to use their parliamentary roles to enhance long-term investment in these vital services.
The Water Voices United is a transformative four-year project co-funded by the European Union and Danish People's Aid and spearheaded by SNV in partnership with the NGO WASH Forum. This initiative aims to enhance the capabilities and the synergies among WASH civil society organizations in Zambia. The Zambia Medicines Regulatory Authority, ZAMRA, has reaffirmed its national commitment to protecting public health by ensuring that only safe, effective, and high-quality medical products and allied substances are available on the Zambian market. In a phone interview with the Sun FM TV News, ZAMRA's Senior Public Relations Officer, Ludovic Mwape, expressed concern over the continued illegal safe sale of medicines by street vendors. He noted that these vendors are operating without licenses and selling improperly stored drugs, particularly in Lusaka and other urban centers. Mr. Mwape emphasized that the authority is actively working to curb the distribution of counterfeit and substandard medicines, which pose serious health risks to consumers. He added that the ZAMRA teams have been moving across communities to educate the public and enforce compliance with pharmaceutical regulations. ZAMRA continues to urge the public to remain vigilant and report any illegal vendors to help safeguard national health standards.
Counterfeit medicines continue to pose a serious threat to public health in Zambia. These fake drugs, often improperly stored and sold illegally, can degrade into toxic substances, causing several health complications. As authorities are intensifying efforts to combat this growing mimic, the Zambia Medicines Regulatory Authority, ZAMRA, in collaboration with the Drug Enforcement Commission, DEC, has seized large quantities of illegal pharmaceutical and health products over time. ZAMRA's Senior Public Relations Officer, Ludwig Mwape, spoke to Sun FM TV, highlighting the persistent issue of street vendors selling unregulated medicine across Lusaka and other regions. He stated that these products are often stored under unsafe conditions, posing serious risk to consumers.
That are handling those products are not professional people, are not vested with the responsibility to do so. So what we do is to go around, though we may not be all over the country, but we work with members of the public who report any suspicious individuals who sell medicines in this community.
Despite the risk, many Lusaka residents continue to purchase medicine from street vendors. The site agents unlimited access to public health facilities during working hours as key reasons.
If you are in need, you don't have the time to look for that. The solution is often
in a recent crackdown, 28 individuals were arrested in Mukushi and Selenji districts for operating illegal pharmacies and agro-ventral shops. The arrests carried out between 13th and 28th September 2024 were part of the joint operation by ZAMRA and DEC aimed at curbing the illegal trade in medicine. Reporting for Sun FM TV News, I am Melinda Banda.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services has cautioned the public against falling victim to a scam circulating online promising 800 kwacha social cash transfer to all Zambians. In a statement, Ministry of Community Development and Social Services Principal Public Relations Officer Glenda Nachinga said the scam, which claims that individuals can receive 800 kwacha empowerment funds instantly by visiting a suspicious link and answering questions, is fraudulent and should be treated with caution. Ms. Nachinga said the ministry has since emphasized that it does not conduct random prize draws or distribute cash through unsolicited links or messages, warning that any communication claiming to offer cash transfers or empowerment funds through such means is likely a scam. She said the members of the public are therefore advised to exercise caution and not to click on suspicious links or provide personal details in response to these messages, but should instead report any such messages to the nearest police station or the ministry through official platforms. Ms. Nachinga added that the ministry urges the public to be vigilant and to verify any information regarding social cash transfers or empowerment programs through official channels.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services would like to caution members of the public not to fall prey to an online scam that is purporting that all members or all Zambians are eligible to win 800 kwacha social cash transfer. Would like to categorically state that this is a scam, as the ministry does not disburse money using online links or messages. Please disregard this message and do not fall prey. I would like to state that the ministry uses official and stipulated processes of disbursing monies and not online messages or any links. And so please do not fall prey.
The Zambia Revenue Authority ZRA has announced that all filling stations are now required to issue smart invoices for all business-to-business B2B transactions. ZRA Corporate Communications Manager Oliver Nzala said the move is aimed at improving tax compliance and supporting seamless VAT import claims for businesses. Mr. Nzala explained that for business-to-consumer B2C transactions, smart invoices will only be required upon request by the consumer. He added that any B2C sales not individually invoiced must be captured in a single summary invoice at the end of each business day or shift. Mr. Nzala further disclosed that the authority has commenced a nationwide campaign to onboard all filling stations onto the smart invoicing platform to prevent operational disruptions and enhance taxpayer efficiency. He explained that as of now, a total of 494 filling stations have been successfully onboarded, and out of these, 435 are using the desktop solution, while 59 have integrated their invoicing systems with a smart invoice. According to Mr. Nzala, Lusaka has the highest number of onboarded filling stations with 281, followed by Kitwe and Ndola with 30 each, and Chirombo with 23. He emphasized that this targeted exercise reflects ZRA's commitment to achieving full coverage and ensuring that fuel retailers across the country remain compliant with evolving tax requirements. Mr. Nzala had since noted that the Zambia Revenue Authority remains focused on introducing more efficient ways of doing business without compromising the operational ease of taxpayers. Members of the Twafwane Association of Local Transportation and Block Makers staged a peaceful protest today at the Ndola District Commissioner's office, demanding to be addressed over what they describe as unfair exclusion from mining-related business opportunities. The protesters allege that foreign investors have increasingly dominated the transportation contracts in the mining sector, leaving local operators sidelined. They claim that despite their capacity and long-standing presence in the region, they are being denied access to meaningful contracts, particularly at major mining firms. The Twafane Association is calling for transparency in contract allocation and for the government to enforce policies that prioritize Zambian businesses. They also urged mining companies to engage with local stakeholders and ensure inclusive participation in the sector's economic benefits.
Hundreds of truck drivers staged a major protest in Ndola today, blocking key roads and disrupting logistic networks in a demonstration against alleged monopolies and abuse of market dominance in the transport sector. The drivers are demanding fair competition and an end to what they describe as exploitative practices by foreign investors and government-linked entities.
Currently, my complaint is that I know short 3 quarters, but I'm going to supply materials. When we go that side, we pay them using taxpayers' money. But at the end of the day, they are the ones that are making money via the same loads that we've paid for via taxpayers' money. Number 4, we the Zambians to Alashara Nation.
The protest, which began early in the morning, brought parts of the city to a standstill as drivers parked their trucks along major roads, calling for urgent reforms in contract allocation and wage structures.
We are having challenges in terms of transporting material as Zambians. We have been addressing GC to meet with us so that we follow the Zambian laws. These Lebanese and Chinese, they are not following Zambian laws, they have broken the laws. As we are not working, they have stopped us to buy material from that side. Them, they are selling the material on their own. So we've tried to meet GC. Now it's been 3 months. It's just been adjourning.
Whereby the part of tourists are going Chinese, when you buy this Tamatipa, over there, the Namatipa, I don't have 25.
How are we going to feed our families at the end of the day?
Many of the demonstrators claimed that foreign-owned companies are being favored for lucrative mining and logistics contracts, leaving local operators sidelined despite their capacity and experience. Reporting for Sun FM TV, I'm Isabel Banda in Ndola Copperbelt Province.
Service for its commitment to maintaining law and order and raising awareness on gender-based violence, GBV, in the district. He made the remarks during a courtesy call by Assistant Commissioner of Police Gloria Mobita, the National Coordinator for the Victim Support Unit, who is leading a GBV sensitization campaign under the theme Protect Childhood, Report Abuse. Mr. Mabina thanked the Police High Command for deploying officers to conduct the awareness campaign, describing it as a clear demonstration of the command's dedication to protecting children and combating GBV. He commended local officers for their tireless efforts despite operating under resource constraints. Mr. Mabina further appealed to the police command to upgrade Rumfonsa Police Post into a fully fledged police station, citing the district's vast size and growing population. He argued that a station upgrade would improve access to justice and enhance security in the region. In response, Assistant Commissioner Mobita pledged continued community outreach and stronger action against GBV. She reaffirmed the VSU's commitment to expanding its presence in rural areas and ensuring survivors receive the support they need. The District Commissioner also raised concern over the tendency of some GBV victims to report incidents to village headmen instead of law enforcement. He urged children and community members to report all forms of abuse to trusted adults or directly to the police, emphasizing the importance of the campaign in helping victims speak out without fear or shame. Chief Inspector C.C. Mwanangono also expressed gratitude to the District Commissioner for his unwavering support of police operations in Rumfunsa, noting that collaboration between local leadership and law enforcement is key to building safer communities. The GBV campaign in Rumfunsa is part of a broader nationwide initiative supported by Police Scotland, aimed at promoting awareness, encouraging reporting, and protecting vulnerable groups from abuse. ABSA Bank Zambia has mourned the death of its brand and communications manager, Ndela Sichezia, describing him as a key player whose professional standards left a lasting footprint in Zambia's marketing fraternity and across the ABSA group in the region. Bank Chief Executive Officer Mizinga Melu expressed deep sorrow over Mr. Sichezia's death, calling it a painful loss. He was speaking in a speech delivered on her behalf by the bank's head of marketing. She was speaking in a speech delivered on her behalf by the bank's head of marketing and corporate affairs, Matos Yamabele, and Ms. Melu said the late Ndela made a remarkable contribution to the bank's growth, particularly through his coordination of major projects such as the ABSA Marathon. She further noted that individuals like Ndela are rare, praising his deeper passion for professionalism, which gave the bank a distinctive brand image in the market.
For the ABSA brand and Ndela's ABSA brand manager, for us, it was a match made in heaven. Ndela took on that role literally like a duck to water. His style, his flair, his creativity fitted the role perfectly. And as the head of department, and as we got other members in the team, I felt I had arrived in life, in my career, because I had this dream team of a marketing team, a super talented team, with Ndela obviously being one of the key players, as our Ronaldo, our Messi, all mixed in one.
The Zambia Institute of Marketing team also paid tribute to Ndela, describing him as a passionate marketer and strategic thinker whose influence extended across the continent. ZIM President ABSA said the numerous tributes and messages received from marketing professionals both in Zambia and abroad reflected Ndela's far-reaching impact beyond the organization he served.
He was a colleague, a mentor, a leader, and a friend. His legacy is not only in the works he did, but in the standards he set for all of us to aim high, think deeper, and lead better. As we say goodbye, let us carry forward what Ndela powerfully gave to us, a belief in the value of the marketing profession, a commitment to doing it with honor, a drive to support others along the way.
Ndela's family, through his elder brother Matete Sichezia, remembered him as a creative and disciplined individual, full of innovative ideas and known for his punctuality.
Many may not know, but I think from what the Namwanga Association talked about earlier, even our chieftainess, Her Royal Highness Waitwika, became very close to him and very fond of him. He was on a speed dial to the chieftains, something that very few can say they are able to do. At every family event, he was the spark that kept things lively. Even in moments when we knew he was going through some low periods, he showed up with grace, composure, and that trademark smile that we are all talking about.
Mr. Ndela Sichezia died on Sunday, 3rd August 2025, after spending 12 days in a coma. He has been buried at Lusaka's Memorial Park and is survived by his wife and 4 children. We now take a break. Return with sports news.
Sometimes life happens, and we all need that extra something to sort things out. Stay ahead, even before payday, with the ABSA Salary Advance. Get a convenient and quick short-term loan, payable in 3 months at an affordable rate. Get the support you need when you need it, and keep your story going. Call 5950 for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.
Chipolopolo boys have lost their opening game at the ongoing Africa Nation Championship Chan tournament. Avram Grant lined up a contingent of talented local bullets led by experienced defender Kabaso Chongo. Avram Grant granted Power Dynamo's goalkeeper Willard Mwanza his debut appearance, while Kabaso Chongo was placed at the heart of defense with Kilian Kanguluma. Grant deployed John Chishimba and Benedict Chepeshi as right and left back, respectively. Kelvin Kapombo, Kelvin Kampamba, Wilson, and Riley Walia were pulling strings in midfield, while Andrew Peary and Jackson Kampamba were tasked to search for goals in a 4-4-2 formation. Congo controlled proceedings in the early exchanges, but failed to find the back of the net in the first half that ended goalless. In the second half, Brahim Matobo broke the deadlock. 51st minute before substitute Hosso Malanga, 71, sealed victory for Democratic Republic of Congo to redeem their chances, having lost their first game to co-host nation Kenya. This was Zambia's first Chan meeting with DR Congo since their 2-1 semi-finals loss during the inaugural tournament in 2009, held in Cote d'Ivoire, that the latter went on to win and the former took bronze. As we go, the headlines once again. President Hakainde Hichilema held a high-level meeting with an Egyptian business delegation aimed at strengthening bilateral relations and expanding economic cooperation between Zambia and Egypt. The Zambia National Building Society has declared and paid a dividend of 15 million kwacha to the Zambian government of the Republic of Zambia for the 2024-2025 financial year. The Center for Environment Justice has called on the Zambian government to urgently release the official pollution report on Sinometos Leach Zambia Limited, following mounting public anxiety and international concern over environmental contamination on the Copper Belt. And in sports, Chipolopolo boys have lost their opening game at the ongoing African Nation Championship Chan tournament. On behalf of the entire news team, my name is Imelda Chkwati. Stay with us.
$1 million na ABSA. Play your cards right, Muntu Andy, and you could win big. Simply tap or swipe any of your ABSA cards 5 times in a month, and you could be one of 10 lucky winners to take home a cheap 10-pin in monthly prizes or walk away with a grand prize of 250,000 kwacha. Chaliroku, and you cannot afford to not get lucky. Use your ABSA card to enter the draw. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA.